simply losing confidence in our economy. We lose confidence when we owe more in our homes than they're worth. As the 5th highest foreclosure rate in the nation. We lose confidence when we have it in because they can't find it. We have to work 2 or 3 jobs. Confidence when we look for so hard with so little success that we simply give up. This is the lowest it's been in 8 months. How can we say we're doing better than the rest? We are not. Our confidence is the lowest it's been 8 months. How can we say we're doing better than the rest? We are not. And Utahns know it. The problems that confront us and have a clear, leave the legend, and get down and visit with the people. Debate me on real solutions. We need leadership. We need Utah One for jobs and growth. Now here's what wide economic development strategy to spur Utah's economy. This strategy will look like the following. And why this is important is half of our state, its unemployment is higher than the national average, which I'll talk about. I will hold some regional economic development meetings in all 7 regions in Utah: Bear River, Wasatch Front, Mountain Lands, Uinta Basin, 6 county, southeastern Utah, and 5 county regions. I will to business leaders and local officials to complete a summary of their top 5 economic development priorities based on additional community input and feedback from work groups so that we are on the same page. My plan will not be at odds with local government. We will team up. We'll work in unison to craft one plan with specific benchmarks for growth. Utah One. My plan will suggest 7 key areas. Recruiting and retaining the Office of Ethnic Affairs, which the governor shut down to focus on spurring small business owners of ethnic affairs, which the governor shut down last year to focus on spurring small business ownerships by members of this rich minority communities we have in our state. Making capital accessible for first office of the Small Business Ombudsman, which will act as a watchdog to ensure that small business in our state receives fair treatment in terms of taxes, regulations, insurance premiums, and audits. Promoting education and job training in those STEM areas that I talked about. This involves building STEM zones in K-12 schools, educating engineers who engineer Utah 2030. So tomorrow's job creators can also be Utah job creators. Commercializing innovation. This means funding USTAR and other organizations like it at higher rates, so good ideas become good jobs. Building public-private partnerships, something I've done my whole life. This means teaming up with school job creators. Innovation. This means fundations like it at high, so good ideas become good jobs. Build something I've done my whole life. This means teaming up with schools and the local Utah, our students and people. Promoting entrepreneurs. I will make sure that Utahns are willing to take a risk. That Utahns are willing to take a risk to create a big idea. Product or business have the resources and support they will need to succeed. All in all, my plan engaged thousands of Utahns in public meetings across our state, 29 counties, to come up with a game plan that works for our state. Utah One, not a patchwork of policies that conflict. One plan, one program, one vision. This will be our mission. In conclusion, instead of saying there is no problem, let's acknowledge that the status quo and let's lead. Let's find solutions from the bottom up. I'm on the campaign trail every day. I'm listening to Utah families and cities and towns and what they're saying. And what people are telling me is that they're not better off. Utah families are hurting, and we have to make our position and to improve this economy now and not to hide. That's what Utah One will do. The choice is clear in this election. We can return us to full employment, strengthen Utah's small business, make life easier for Utah families struggling to make ends meet. So it's time we have a leader who does not hide from the problem, is not concerned about getting reelected, but is concerned about the people of this state, who has the leadership and the strength to recognize the facts as they are and works to fix them. It's the time for this governor to get with me and discuss the facts instead of the hype. It's time for change. Innovation.